If you shop at Walmart, you need to watch this because scammers is targeting Walmart customers to drain their bank accounts.
Be very skeptical of someone claiming to be with Walmart, telling you someone made a big purchase under your account.
I went to my bank account first and to see what are they talking about. And I noticed 5 charges of $61.81.
The watchdogs at Scamicide say crooks are using artificial intelligence to make realistic sounding calls to lure you into a trap.
It's so hard now because especially for older people who, aren't very computer savvy or tech savvy. And it's easy to get fooled.
It's not unusual for Shelley Singleton to scroll Walmart.com and place an order. But when she got this text message from her bank asking her about a $58 charge from Walmart.com, she was suspicious.
I went to my bank account first and to see what are they talking about. And I noticed 5 charges of $61.81.
Seeing what appeared to be even more serious unauthorized charges on her account, Shelley immediately called Regions Bank.
She said, as long as it's pending, we can't do anything until they complete and then they can file the claim for it.
Her card was closed, and in the next few days, the charges were gone from her account. But a day later,
the charges were back completed, but for $61.04.
Shelley says she went to her local Regions branch to share her concerns.
He couldn't explain why it was. So he immediately did the fraud charges on everything. But he also told me that at least 30 other customers had came in from last week up to the date with the same issue with Walmart.com.
And even worse, they're using AI as a tool to target you.
The watchdogs at Scamicide say crooks are using artificial intelligence to make realistic sounding calls to lure you into a trap. The caller may claim to be a Walmart employee named Carl or Emma, informing you that you've been charged $919.45 for the purchase of a PlayStation 5, and you should press 1 or call back if you want to cancel or dispute that order. If you take the bait, you'll be connected to a live scammer who will start asking for personal and financial information in order to cancel the order. But of course, unless you really did just buy a PlayStation 5, there was no order, and this is all just a scheme to trick you out of your money and information.
And these scammers are also using spoof numbers looking like a number from Walmart with AI voices impersonating employees of Walmart.
Karen Boyd was going about her Tuesday morning as usual when she received a voicemail that made her stop dead in her tracks.
Hello, this is Linda calling from Walmart's Account Security and Fraud Prevention Department. We are reaching out to inform you about a transaction of $2,499 that was recently attempted using your name and account information for an online purchase. Our automated security system has flagged this activity as potentially suspicious.
Boyd, who has been scammed before, says she immediately suspected the automated call to be a scam. She called Walmart to find that there were no charges on her account.
It's so hard now because especially for older people who, aren't very computer savvy or tech savvy. And it's easy to get fooled. Had I not been scammed that first time, I would have gone, and panicked. What do I do? Why, how would I solve this problem?
Boyd says someone else she knows was sent a similar message from a Walmart impersonator recently as well. And they're far from the only ones. Countless others are taking to social media to warn the public about these scammers who claim a purchase was made at Walmart. Cybersecurity expert Mark Sox says these type of scams are on the rise, and AI involvement makes them harder to detect.
It adds a bit of realism to what's going on, makes it hard to detect. So use your common sense. If it seems out of place, if it seems not right, if you know you didn't buy something and they're claiming you need to call them right now or click a link or something to reverse the transaction, odds are pretty good it's not legitimate.
Now, these scammers, knowing that Walmart is such a national brand, they know 9 times out of 10 when they contact a victim that they have recently shopped at a Walmart. And so this sounds valid to them. So you want to take these 3 steps to protect yourself. Number 1, you do not want to talk to any agent on the phone telling you that you have recently had fraud. Not saying that it cannot be true, but with these scammers, they are using spoof numbers, which are numbers that are identical to that business number, whether it be Walmart, your bank, any other business. So you need to be very careful. Hang up the phone and then go and find that number via Google or a directory and call your business back directly, not talking to them over the phone. If it's your bank, look at the back of your debit card and call that number. Do not talk to them and give them your information or any verification over the phone at that moment. Secondly, the one lady in the first story already mentioned she knew she was a victim of identity theft. Make sure if you have identity theft in the past that you have it documented. So make sure you keep that information, and you always want to monitor your credit. And if you had a data breach recently, keep that information. Make sure that you keep a file and have that, because you might be an identity theft victim and you don't know it yet. So you want to make sure that you keep that information and to protect yourself for any accounts that might show up on your credit in the near future. Also, with my elite credit system, we use smart credit, and it gives you $1 million worth of fraud protection for you and your household. And my member Greg was able to remove a collection within 12 days with my AI software and credit coaching. So if you need my help, those links is in the description of the video and the pinned comment section. But thirdly, you want to make sure if you are a victim of identity theft or fraud, you immediately contact the police and try to get a police report. Get it on record, because even if the plan is foiled, when these identity theft scammers or just data breaches go on, they sell that information on the dark web. So if that attack that they use against you do not work initially and they figure out they can't use your information, then they're going to try to sell it to someone else. And this can be a continuous cycle. And so if you're not armed with that evidence and that information, it can be hard for you to remove those accounts. By having a police report, this can help you remove those negative accounts under the FCRA. So you want to make sure that you always document any fraud or identity theft information and keep those records for your safety. So hopefully this information is helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. But if you have more detailed questions for me, you can go to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.